Your chance of approval is excellent with a credit limit of $22,000. Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. In today's video, we have an absolute gem. We're going over a financial institution that offers personal lines of credit, business lines of credit, personal credit cards, business credit cards, and so much more. And the great thing is that you can get a soft pull pre-approval with no impact to your credit. And the best part about this is that this is available nationwide, so everyone is eligible. We're going over Skyla Credit Union. When we look at the financial products, you'll see why Skyla Credit Union is better than Navy Federal Credit Union. Now, the Skyla Credit Union actually merged with Parsons Federal Credit Union, and that makes them national, so anyone can join. Today, Skyla Credit Union has over $1.4 billion in assets and over 103,000 members. There are a lot of different ways you can get in, notably through the American Consumer Council. American Consumer Council partners with a network of nonprofit credit unions across the nation to help members join outstanding financial institutions where they can invest and borrow from a safe, reliable source. It's very simple to join the American Consumer Council, but once you join the American Consumer Council, you're going to get a member number, and this member number allows you to join dozens and dozens of different credit unions throughout the United States, including Skyla Credit Union. Some characteristics I look for when joining a credit union is their availability of credit products, not just on a personal, but also on the business. In terms of their personal loan products, they have the traditional installment personal loan, but they also have a signature line of credit. I'm a big fan of lines of credit because you can reuse them over and over, and sometimes there's no definite period, whereas a loan, once you use the funds and you need more, you have to reapply and go through a whole nother underwriting process. Now, one of the differences between personal loans and lines of credit, personal loans usually have a fixed interest rate, whereas a line of credit is usually variable. There are fixed lines of credit, but you're more likely to see a variable rate. So when the Fed increases or decreases the Fed funds rate, that's going to affect variable rate products like personal or business lines of credit. With both of these products, there's no collateral required. And as I was mentioning with the personal loan, they go out to 60 months, whereas the line of credit, there's no definite term. So you could just use it over and over again. It also comes with a 25,000 point bonus when you spend $1,000 in 90 days. And you can also unlock 0% APR on purchases for the first 12 months. Right now, they have a promotional balance transfer offer of 7.99% on balance transfers through the end of August 2025. They also have generous limits up to $50,000. This card is also a contactless metal card, so that's another cool benefit. Now, overall, there's no annual fee. You get a metal card, 0% for 12 months on purchases, 25,000 point bonus, 2x points for every dollar spent, flexible limits up to 50,000, and you get a 25-day grace period on purchases. They also have a Visa Platinum Rewards credit card. This earns 1x points for every dollar, 10,000 point bonus after you spend 1,000 in 90 days, 0% APR on purchases for 12 months. This has limits up to $25,000. So this is the Visa Platinum Rewards, but they also have a Visa Platinum card. So this is a little bit different. Now, this comes with 0% APR on balance transfers for 12 months. And that's why they say this card is great for debt consolidation, which I'll get into in a second because a lot of their cards don't have a balance transfer fee. When you see these 0% intro on balance transfers, it usually comes with a balance transfer fee. So you're still paying on the debt that you're transferring. But with some of their credit cards, which we'll get into, they don't actually have a balance transfer fee. So when you see 0% APR on balance transfers with no balance transfer fee, that's the best of both worlds because you're not adding to the debt you're transferring and you get a longer time horizon to pay off that debt without paying additional interest. Last but not least, we have the Visa Platinum Secure. This is for people looking to establish or rebuild their credit. This has limits up to $25,000. So this is actually a game changer. Let's say you do have, $5, $10, $15, or even $25,000 to put into a secure credit card. That could be a high limit primary account that will report on your credit and help you unlock other high limit unsecured cards. And then once you start stacking up your other credit limits, you can then close that out and get your security deposit back. Aside from just the regular personal cards, they have a Wealth Visa Signature card. This one is for high net worth individuals. A lot of banks and financial institutions have a separate wealth division, but they really don't advertise it that much because it's only going to be relevant for a small number of clients. All right, so let's go over the rate information. The Visa Platinum is going to have 15.65% APR. Now, remember, this is for purchases. And again, the Visa Platinum is the debt consolidator. So it doesn't get 0% on purchases. As you can see right down here, it gets 0% on the balance transfer, right? So balance transfer APR. So if you want 0% on purchases versus balance transfers, you have to pick the correct card. If you want it on new purchases, the Visa Platinum Rewards would be better because this gets 0% intro for the first 12 months and then 16.65% afterwards. If you want to move over a balance, the Visa Platinum would be better. If you want 0% on future purchases, the Visa Platinum Rewards would be the better option. The Visa Secured just comes with 17.95% APR. And then the Visa Signature has 0% on purchases as well. Now, because it comes with more rewards, usually the APR is going to be a little bit higher after the intro period. The Visa Platinum is the only card that has the 0% intro on balance transfers. Now, all the cards are going to have the same APR on cash advances. Now, this is super important right here. So all of the cards come with 0 annual fee, as well as no balance transfer fees. This is a game changer. With the Visa Platinum card, you get 0% on the balance that you transfer for 12 months. The only card that I'm familiar with that has 0% APR on balance transfer, as well as no balance transfer fee, would be Justice Federal Credit Union. Another area where Skyla Credit Union shines is their business loan products. They have real estate, lines of credit, term loans, as well as credit cards. Now, their business credit card is actually a game changer. So 0% on purchases and balance transfers with credit limits up to $50,000 and a variable rate as low as 13.24%. It also comes with cell phone protection and auto rental collision damage. The Skyla business lines of credit give you access to working capital you need, whether it's covering payroll, inventory, or managing seasonal cash flow. And because it's revolving, you can draw and repay as needed, only paying interest on what you use. Now, one thing I wanted to highlight, it says right here, currently Skyla does not report business loan activity to commercial credit bureaus, so it won't contribute to your business credit history. Now, I know for some that might sound like a downside, but let me explain exactly why that might be a benefit. So pretty much any of their business credit products is not going to show up on your business credit report. This is like a hidden business trade line, so you can max it up and it's not going to affect your personal or your business credit. Now, some people might look at that as like, that's a missed opportunity for reporting on-time credit history. But here's how that might be beneficial. A lot of the major banks, American Express, Chase, Web Bank, Truist, they all report to the business credit reporting agencies. If you are utilizing, let's say, a line of credit or a 0% business credit card with Chase, and other banks are able to see your business credit utilization, they may close your account or even slash your credit limits. So sometimes you don't want all the banks knowing exactly how you're utilizing credit products at different financial institutions, because they could actually hold that against you. So depending on where you are in your business credit journey, this might be a benefit that it's not visible. Another great thing about Skyla is that they use FinTechs to streamline the applications. If you're a new customer, you just click right here. So they use the FinTech with Clutch. Now, with Clutch has modernized the loan origination process for dozens of credit unions throughout the United States. So right here, they're going to ask for income and housing payment information. You're going to enter in your gross monthly income as well as your monthly housing payment. If you want to add a co-applicant, you can check this box right here. All right, so just like that, you get the offers right here. We got the Visa Signature, pre-qualified. It says your chance of approval is excellent. They have all the offers, so you can get pre-qualified for multiple different offers. And the other great thing about Skyla Credit Union is that you can double dip on multiple products. You have auto loans as low as 4.5% APR, credit cards, as well as personal loans. They also have other products as well. You could click here to see all the loan options. Now, you may not get pre-qualified for all the loan options. So right here, pre-qualified for a personal loan, but not a line of credit, pre-qualified for credit cards. So it's all going to depend. Now they're available nationwide. So you can join through the American Consumer Council. When you join the American Consumer Council, it gives you access to dozens, possibly even hundreds of credit unions throughout the United States. So it doesn't matter where you live, and there's no geographic restrictions. They have personal loans, personal credit cards, personal lines of credit, business credit cards, business loans, business lines of credit. They even have a wealth credit card for high net worth individuals. And another great thing is that you can double dip, meaning that you can get multiple credit products using the same inquiry. So you don't have to get a separate inquiry for each product you apply for. You can use one inquiry. You can get a credit card, multiple credit cards, a loan, as well as an auto loan using the same inquiry. So you're not going to get multiple inquiries on your credit report as long as you apply within a certain time period, usually anywhere from 30 to 90 days. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.